Hello there, this is basically a part 2. I have linked the previous video which was on my other channel below, so if you don't know what's going on then go and click on that first, and that is called Enough is Enough, link below. And then also under that I have linked a live I did just talking a little bit more about it, but do stick with it because it got worse and worse. It's literally worse from day to day. So this is talking about this channel, and this is why this is on this channel, and the other videos similar situation but talking about those channels. So each where it's posted is talking about that channel, but they are related. And this is basically, it might sound simple, but as I say, it goes on and on. So watch those other videos first and then continue here. And this is very briefly talking about copyright music. I am able to use the music I use, and I have the permission that was under the video where I took the music to say you can use this music for free on your YouTube channels. YouTube has just done an automatic strike on this channel. It's not monetarized, this channel. So those of you who say we just don't monetize, it's not monetized. And they have said I cannot use the music. And when I put the music up that I can use it, they have said it is not a valid reason. Which means they can strike my channel, and I mean an actual strike. And they say if you want to do anything about it, then you have to have legal representation or contact the owner. So on that strike there is an email of who put in the copyright action, and when I go to that, it actually says, they come back with an email. I'm going to read you all the emails, but briefly they say, sorry, we're just another platform, we just issue the strikes, but it's nothing to do with us. They give another place that you can go to. I've gone to that and it's been 2 days, 3 days, and I haven't had a reply from that. Some people say don't use music. I have addressed this in the previous video called Enough is Enough, that's linked below, and probably many other questions you're going to say, such as make your own music if you need to have music in your videos. And somebody has also told me though today, those who make music with AI, again it might say it's your music, but all AI platforms have a copyright that at any time they can say it is their platform of AI, so therefore you can't use anything you create on it to make money. So that's another story. I don't use AI, and I have said before about somebody that's known to me has said that they make their own music, they're a musician, and they still get strikes. I'm not talking here about the dispute ones that I have on my other channel. This is an actual strike, and they said if I don't do legal representation, then I will lose my channel. So I'm asking you, I'm going to link below also my email. I'm asking you to copy and paste my email so that you can still contact me, because I'm losing my community otherwise. So if my channel goes down, please email me if you want to stay in contact, and I'll figure out what I'm going to do from there. I don't have the time to do it right now. Oh, YouTube does mention that, oh, this can be an odd glitch that rarely happens. All 3 of my channels are in this situation. So, and yes, going on to what was said about not using music, if you don't use music they will find other ways to halt your channel. And even though I can use the music, my videos are slowly being taken down, and they say I have to wait 90 days. So though I'm not monetized, if you're monetized on the channel, you've got those 90 days. And they do say as well to me about, well, just don't post anything else within that 90 days, because if I get another strike then my channel is gone. So don't post anything for 90 days. So if it was your monetized channel, you can't monetize for 90 days new content. YouTube has also told me they have nothing to do whatsoever with the copyrights of music, and you'll see all about that in the other video that I've linked below. But this new version that they've done, because I have to do a counter strike, I had to fill in all my name, address, phone number, personal things, and that was YouTube. I had to do that to YouTube. So hold on a minute, now you asked something to do with it, and you categorically said you have nothing to do with music strikes or takedowns or disputes. So I had to give that over. So I gave all that information, and then, as I said to you, when I emailed the place, it says, because they said, well, we can't do anything, so now you have to go to this email place, the person who's made the claim. So that means they've passed my information on without my permission to that person. And then, as I said at the beginning, that person, company, platform, whatever they are, they have said, no, we're just a platform. We just make the claims on behalf of clients. So they've got my information. That has now been passed on because they gave another link. So all my information has been passed on, I would assume, to that person as well. So to make these strikes is ridiculous. I also want to mention here that if you want to carry on and try and clear these strikes, you have to tick all these boxes or you cannot continue. And these boxes are not legal because they are blackmail, in my opinion. And we have to say in my opinion, but it's fact, is it not? That if you do not carry on, you cannot carry on with your counterclaim. And these say things such as, you understand that the person bringing this claim forward that's taken your video down, or we've taken the video down, but you understand that this may just be a pure mistake. You're happy with that it may just be a mistake. Yet within this document, it also says, if I make a mistake or I'm at fault, it is my fault. There's no, oh, never mind, poor dear, never mind. If I make a mistake, my channel goes down anyway, and there's other legal aspects involved with that. So that's very one-sided, is it not? Especially when I've shown them that I do have the right to use music. It's in black and white, and as I said before, YouTube said that is not a valid reason. So that is absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. It's all very one-sided, and not just one-sided. I do feel that there's no equality because there's no help for, I have a brain damage, I find things very difficult to do, and there's no help for, there should be someone on the platform that helps. If you can prove a disability, there should be help, or there should be some people there to help or answer you and say why is that not a valid reason when that is what you have to do. I find it's very non-inclusive and it's very discriminatory, especially for the reason I've just said, that if I make a fault then I'm liable. If they make a fault, oh well, you've ticked it to say that's okay. But it is blackmail that you cannot continue with your claim if you don't tick their boxes. And there's other things. They do try to do a lot of trying to make it look like a legal document, and the words and phrasing is not very good. But a lot of people don't understand these terms and they're frightened by it. It's to stop you pursuing your claims. Also, it mentions about you have to get yourself legal representation. But on the other hand, it also says if the claimant hasn't gone and taken out court action within 30 days, then that's the end of it. They shouldn't be allowed to even start these proceedings. By starting these proceedings, they should have to follow through and do a court claim, because it's not for me to take them to court, it's for them to take me to court. They pay the cost, I will win because I am 100% in the right. They also say your video will be cleared then. Now that isn't very clear. Does that mean my video is going to be put up but with the music taken off? Or does that mean suddenly it's all okay again because they didn't follow through with the court action? So therefore that means they were in the wrong, but then you can't do anything about it because you had to tick this box to say you understand it was probably a mistake. Yes, so don't be worried by this, guys. You need to go and carry on with what you want to do about this situation if you're in the same situation. Don't follow their mumbo jumbo words. You go to any court, and even if you've ticked these boxes because you had to tick the boxes to continue, then you are still in the right to take this further if you are able to do so. As I mentioned, they said, well, just don't put anything else up for 90 days. But what I want to bring to your attention is 90 days, don't put anything else up. This wasn't a recent video. This was from video number 63. Number 63. And I've made far more videos on this channel, 300 and something. So this is a back video, which is why I'm concerned, because they said another strike and your channel's gone. They've only got to find this music again or somebody else where I'm free to use their music. And don't forget, unless you go to court, there's nothing given to you otherwise for all the stress, the time, the inconvenience, the worry for some people. You imagine if you're an older person who's not really au fait with either computers, how to do it, how to get into things, where to go, if you're someone like that. So I know some people have really thought about ending things, you know the word I mean, just because they get so het up and so worried being told they may be taken to court, or there may be legal actions or monetary actions taken against them. Or indeed, like myself, this is my only link to community of people who are supportive and possibly meeting people who have similar conditions when there's no one else like me. So that's a brief up-to-date so far, other than to share with you the emails that went backwards and forwards. So let me share those with you now. Okay, so before I read this first email to you, I must tell you that it came back to me in a different language from which I had written the request, which seems a little strange, do you not think? The only thing I can think of is that it's a generic answer and it just sends it out to you in the country you say you are from. And it says, "Dear Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty, thank you for your counter notification. Unfortunately, it is not clear to us whether you have a valid reason to submit a counter notification, so we will not be able to comply with your request." That was to put my channel back to rights. And I've already told at this point that it is a piece of music, and I even posted where the person said it was free to use. Counter notifications are only used in cases where content is removed due to an error or misidentification. Such cases include, for example, the belief that your content is covered by copyright limitations or exceptions, such as fair use, fair dealing, or uses for the purpose of quotation, criticism, evaluation, and so it goes on. So as I say, this is quite a generic answer. Please note that using this process may allow the claimant to take legal action against you for your copyright infringement. So it's a good idea to evaluate your legal position before submitting a counter notification. And then standard, what can you do now? Ask the copyright holder to retract it or simply wait for the strike to expire. That's a bit I don't understand. What when it expires? Does it come back as it was or what? If you're certain your video is incorrectly identified as being infringed and you're willing to dispute the copyright owner's action against you, you can resubmit the counter notification. Now, I have done this before, not on this occasion, but I've done it before, and that comes up as you cannot use any of the reasons you have previously used, which means you can't then say, I have the right to use the music from the owner. So I just thought I'd mention that there. It carries on. Be sure to explain in detail why you own all necessary rights to the video's contents. Well, that's already been done. If you're unsure or want more information about copyright, visit our help centre, where they've been no use. You can also consult with your attorney to determine if your video infringes on someone else's copyright. The YouTube team. Following is a counter notification. Videos included in the counter notification. Display user's name, and that's my channel name. It clearly states under the music, I can use the music for YouTube videos, and then I state what it is, and then I put the whole thing on the bottom there, all the information. I solemnly declare, I didn't put that, knowing the consequences of the lawful statements, that I believe in good faith that the material is removed or deactivated due to error or misidentification of the material in question. Oh, this must have been in the form, what I've ticked on the form then. It's just come up on here as a form. Right. I consent to the jurisdiction of the federal court in the district in which my address is located. Good luck on that. Or if my address is outside the United States, the judicial district in which YouTube is located doesn't exist, and will accept services of process from the plaintiff. Right, that's what they've sent back to me then, but they've put my details on that. I didn't notice that before. I just got to pause for a minute because my information's coming up. Okay, so I then went on to where YouTube sends the email of the person who put in the copyright and got the video taken down. But as I've told you, this is not the actual person. I didn't know that. I just went to where they said. So I put, I have a copyright strike with my video being taken down for music from you that clearly states I can use it in YouTube videos. Here is your statement with the last line stating that fact from you. So this is the piece of music, and then this bit here is on the end of their channel, and it says best vlog, no copyright music that is non-copyrighted, so you can use it in your YouTube videos. And then I put it's on this channel. I cannot see the URL of the video because I knew they were going to ask for that, as you have removed the video from YouTube. YouTube said to contact you to remove the claim so my video can be placed up again with no penalties or strikes. And they came back. Remember, this is who YouTube says has put in the claim. And this is United Media Digital Rights Management Team. Thank you for reaching out. We are an international digital rights management service provider. We help artists monetize their music on YouTube when it is used without permission. As we are only the service provider and submit takedowns on behalf of the actual rights holder, we cannot retract the takedown or provide any further information, i.e. they're not going to tell me how I can contact that person to get it sorted. But it does say you may contact the rights holder under, and it's obviously an umbrella, if you have any further questions. Only they can decide whether they want to retract the takedown notice or not. And that's who it came from. So then I went to where they've just told me to go, and I've put, please release the video taken down on YouTube in which I use music that clearly states on the owner's page that I can use the music for YouTube videos. The bottom line clearly states it here. So again, I've popped that in. Best vlog, no copyright music that is non-copyrighted, so you can use it on your YouTube videos. And this is what YouTube said, that's not valid. YouTube states my channel will be removed through no fault of my own. My channel name is, and again I say I cannot give you the URL of the video as it has been removed by YouTube. As you are the third place I've been sent in order to sort this out, could you please direct this message to the person who can deal with it? Because now I'm assuming they obviously don't want private communication with their people who just keep giving out all these fake messages. And as I say, I don't yet have a response from that. It's been 2 days now. I did actually resend that message today, because sometimes if you send a Gmail, I don't know if it happens to you a lot, but sometimes I send it says message sent, and then it suddenly pops up on the screen to say this isn't a place you can send a message or something like that. So I thought, maybe that came up and I didn't see. So I sent it again today, and still no reply. Fingers crossed they're going to obviously got to go to the actual music holder. And I think if there's any point that you can't use the music, they need to fine or do something to their music channel. Do you not think? Now, I said that I can't see the video because it was already taken down, which gives you no chance or opportunity to look at it, see what the situation is, and so on and so forth. So you will know me well if you watch my other channel. I'm lucky enough that I had the brains when I started YouTube to get a book for each channel. And here I write down every single video that I post in order, and I also write underneath each video what music I used. I also have a Word doc. In that Word doc, I put every single piece of music with the URL, and underneath, when it says somewhere on their channel, their music channel, or under that piece of music, you can use it. I copy and paste that as well. Now, they didn't expect me to obviously have that information. A lot of people, I know a lot of you say, oh, when I get a strike or a disclaimer, you have to disclaim some. Oh, I just think, oh, it must be me, and swap it round. They want you to go to YouTube, use their music, because of course if you use the YouTube music, YouTube are being paid every time someone uses it. So that's why they're trying to mess you about with other music. Or the other thing is, some people say, oh, I've left it because it says you can't use our music, but we're happy to share with you any monetary gains in the future. And you're like, oh, that's good. That's good. Don't do that. A lot of claims can be fake as well. Write down what music you use a Word doc, just copy and paste the URL, and then put any good information, copy and paste under it where it says you can use it free, or so on and so forth. You can also then, if you get a claim against you, do check that the person is the same as the person of the music, because you get a lot of trolls go in and tell you it's their music, they're just messing with your channel. So there is that. So write everything down. Write everything down. So do that. And the other thing as well, people say is, oh, I'm not monetarized. This channel I'm talking about today, Tranquility Through Life's Natural Beauty, with a strike saying my channel's been taken down, this channel is not monetarized. And you get no notifications of any other issues or the normal type of copyright that isn't the legal side of one, where it just says you can change the music or clip it out. You won't know about those. Go on your page like inside YouTube, where you can do things on your channel. Scroll down every video you've ever made, and I will be very surprised if none of them have somewhere there probably your first ones where there will be some sort of claim or share or copyright, something like that, because they are waiting until you monetize or it becomes that level of channel, and then they will have you for all the videos you've ever made. And as I say, I'm talking music, but it doesn't mean music. They will just say you've used other people's content when you haven't, and so on and so forth. So let this be a lesson to you that whatever you feel you're safe with doesn't mean it is. Don't, as we all know, don't believe anything you hear on social media. But I want to get across to you that it is so unfair. There's so many channels out there deliberately using things they shouldn't use and can't use. They are targeting other channels. Why are they doing that? Because there's too many channels out there that are taking adverts away from the great big money making channels. I will leave that there. That is another discussion for another day. Please share this video as much as you can, and please share my channels out. And as I say, if this channel goes down, which you probably will now because they don't like you telling truth and facts and what's really happening behind the scenes, then I'm expecting the channel to go. So yes, if not, if this channel goes and I still have my other channel, do look up New Beginnings, my everyday life in rural Cyprus, and I'll see you there if I don't see you here. If everything goes, as I say, take my email down and I will in time decide what I'm going to do when I have no channels left here. Thanks for listening. And as I say, I've won before with big companies. We will see. We will see. They'll probably take me down because they hate that I tell you the facts. So bye for now, whether it's today or for always. Bye for now.